shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man. Got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington Redskins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, hut, go to base. Mike is 59. Mike, 81. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Evans in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
Let's go, baby.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check recon, 132 fighter. Kill. Ready.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon.
Run.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch switch. Safe. Go.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
10 logo. Mike 57. Watch the pass. Let's go.
To throw is Lewis. On 3rd down, he rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
You got tight right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
30 base. Strong left. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lewis. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He's going to field this at the 4. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 81 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? Oh, and Lewis lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Hey, Sam on.
Lewis now looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Geis. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Third down. Here's Haskins. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle, 82 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Lewis. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Lewis to throw on third down. They find some open field here. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get that to Bryce Love out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Dancing to his left. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins.
I'm going to score.
Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the route is on here in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need it. Mixon hit, and the ball is out, and the Redskins scoop it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They toss to Mixon. Oh, fighting off the defender.
Let's go. Come on. Run to the ball.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 31-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Twist. Show an eight.
Shoot. On the ground, this is Ware. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's easy work.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
I'm going to run you over. Switch. Under 10.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Let's go, defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pull it high. Shift. Get it.
Now they run with Mixon. And he loses the football a second time. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
32. Single receiver.
Here's Lewis, operating from the gun. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Hey, watch the lane. Recon, 132 fighter. 37.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's it, baby.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Eluding the pressure right. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
We're going to keep getting.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now, the Bengals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Lewis. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Final play of the half, it's Haskins. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Blue draw Corkers.
SOS, SOS.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Night, sweetheart. 57's the Mike.
2nd and 14.
Come on, let's go.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Here we go, here we go. Hey, Charlie.
57. Mike, 57.
Right here. Big Ripper.
Now Lewis on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Open man right side is St. Brown. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Out to the left here to Reed. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins, wide open receiver, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. Haskins now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
59. You ain't going nowhere.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Now Haskins on 1st down. Flushed out right.
Don't be scared of it.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Equanimeous St. Brown. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Deron Payne. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Cordray Tankersley, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Haskins to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he finds McLaurin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, it's Haskins. The quick slant caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Bengals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, 1 more. Check.
61, matchbox lights. They go.
Here's the 2nd and 7. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hack. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. I know he ain't got it. Tighten up.
Look at me.
Tighten up.
Door. Let's go.
To throw is Lewis. From the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Nassib providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Thomas. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins flushed out right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown. 3rd down here. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the 1st. And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time. And now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Check. Pittsburgh. 59.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Check 50.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
At the 16-yard line.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Now Lewis. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Smooth. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Get it.
On third down, Lewis going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A big-time return there, 40 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 48-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They'll roll him out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Again, it's Mixon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On third down, Mixon. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Mixon with a first down carry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, Mixon.
Jam.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot. And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it. The 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game.
And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Washington, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.